Hi, I'm Gregory. This is an Oculus Quest 2. I think most people should buy it. I've had mine for a bit over a week, and I'm using that as my qualifications to give you 5 reasons why you should spend your money on it. Stick around to the end of the video, and you might just get some fun ideas out of the stupid thing I plan to build with it in the future. Number 5. The portability. I never thought I'd want to bring my VR headset along with me to places like my friends' houses or the living room when I first got into VR. Yet, some of the best times I've had have happened in just those very places, thanks in part to the Oculus Quest's portability. Taking people's VR V-cards is one of the most rewarding VR enthusiast pastimes there is, and getting yourself a portable headset like the Quest's can enable that immensely. Of course, stationary VR users can always continue to just bring people into their respective VR dens if that's their cup of tea, but I can think of a lot of things I'd rather be inviting people into my bedroom for than VR. Reason 4. The software experience. Leaving out the options for those with gaming PCs, the applications that are available for the Quest are getting pretty substantial and only show signs of expanding in the near future. While it definitely would have been nice if the Oculus Quest 2 had a few more heavy hitters to really knock things out of the park at launch, the titles that are here are ones that most people can get behind and that just help hold people over till better stuff comes around. I mean, there are people that get so into games like Beat Saber and VR Chat that they're basically the only things they ever play, even when they have big tethered gaming rigs. Throw in the more casual experiences, such as enjoying virtual scenery, relaxing in environments, and VR corn are all very, very good on this device, and there's very little to not like about the software available at this point. Number 3. The versatility. I get it. For some of you, the only place and way you want to use a headset is at a designated VR station tethered to a monster PC. Portability and the Quest's library mean nothing to you, so you're going to need a better reason to pick it up. Well, here's an easy one then. The Quest platform can be used with your monster PC. Virtual desktop PC streaming has been around since the Oculus Quest 1 and is only getting better now with the Oculus Quest 2's improved Wi-Fi specs. Throw in that Oculus Quests can be used with PCs via a compatible USB-C cable, and that your only other alternatives are either under-supported older hardware or being killed off, and it only makes sense to pick it up as the most available option if you're in the market for a VR headset right now. It'd be great to have more competition, but this is just what we're dealing with right now. Number 2. The specs. I could have sworn this video had Oculus Quest 2 in the title, but so far, just about all of the reasons I mentioned for picking up an Oculus Quest 2 can just as easily be used as a justification for wanting to pick up an Oculus Quest 1, which, for all intents and purposes, isn't a bad option if the more limited IPD adjustment is an issue for you. That being said, for just about everyone else, the difference in specs is immediately noticeable on the Oculus Quest 2. The difference in resolution, the responsiveness of the panel, the higher refresh rate, the smoother gaming performance, it only took booting up the menu for me to never want to go back to the Oculus Quest 1. I cannot wait to see the kinds of experiences developers are going to be able to put out with the improved hardware available to a wider audience. Which of course brings us to number 1, the price. It's $299. I basically impulse bought this thing. A friend of mine basically impulse bought it when they walked right into Best Buy on a whim and bought it right off the shelf like it was nothing. This thing's the Nintendo Switch of VR, if the Switch having a power expanding dock was an actual thing. Barring maybe a used Oculus Quest, HTC Vive, or PlayStation VR for people with IPD incompatibility, there just isn't any other option at this price point that can even begin to compete in value. We've finally reached the point in the market where there is a simple solution I can point my normie friends to when they ask, what VR headset should I get? The end game here, people, is to get more support for the virtual reality medium. And if this kind of a headset can get the numbers that bring developers and more titles to the platform, we'll be eventually able to see the day when our normies become full-fledged VR enthusiasts, prepared to delete their Facebook accounts and upgrade to a higher-end experience. While there's still plenty of work to be done until that day comes, and I'm relatively positive that there are still plenty of people who just don't mind having a Facebook account, I'm happy with the hardware experience I've had so far, and I'm really looking forward to using the Oculus Quest 2 more in the near future. And there you have it. Those are the 5 basic reasons why I think most of you will want an Oculus Quest 2. As for me, a crazy person, let's just say I have a different idea in mind. Anyone want to see what happens when you stick a VR headset to a helmet and an EEG? I know, as a matter of fact, the answer is yes, so don't forget to subscribe and join my Patreon to support the continued release of content. Till next time, my fellow adventurers and dreamers, this has been Gregory, not logging out.